Hello, it's Bud. Fritz brought up a situation that we want to look at. He's verifying some of the bit selections on his design, and settings are changing as he goes through that verification, and he wants to know why and how to avoid it. So we're going to look at some stuff and see what we can figure out. I'll be back. Okay, here's his design. And one of his first questions is, there's 2 bits showing on line 22. Why? He knows he's only got 1, and he can't figure out why. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make an educated guess. This outline is what is line 22. He's made modifications to it, and he just doesn't know exactly when it happened or why it happened. If I go in and select a bit or verify the bit, I see it's a 1/8 inch bit. It's going a depth of 250, and he's got a maximum pass depth of 0.125. Now, that's okay. I can just cancel that. I see the same thing up here. The depth of 250. There is no inset on it. There may have been at one time, and that may have been part of what started this whole thing. But why 2 bits? Well, let's go back again, and I'm going to say no bit to this thing and see what happens, and say OK. Okay, the larger of the 2 icons, the one on the right, disappeared. The line is still lit, so if I come over here, I can see that it is just an outline. That's what the first bit is indicating, in that it has the ability to cut, but there is no bit selection. Okay, I have to highlight it before I get a bit selection, and then I can assign the 1/8 inch cutting bit. And I'll be back in a minute. I've got his original drawing back up, and we can see from up here that this line, using whatever bit has been assigned, which once we assign it, we can presume it's right, or we have to be sure what we're doing. But I can see up here that the depth is a 0.250, and the inset is a negative 0.063. Okay, so if I verify this bit again, the inset sets to 0 here. Okay, it still shows 063 up here, but on this screen I can see that it's a 1/8 inch straight bit, but the inset did jump back to 0. Okay, now instead of selecting no bit, or even retyping this again because gee, it changed, everything is the way I want it except for the inset, I'm going to cancel this, and my settings are still correct. So if I want to verify the bit, look at it, use your depth and your inset up here rather than the inset here, and instead of clicking OK, click cancel, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, let's just recap. Line 22 has 2 bits icons, but only one actually is assigned for a bit. The other one is just the dotted line. Okay. When you verify, if you click OK, it will change the inset. So if you do not want anything to change, click on Cancel. I consider this a flaw in the code that may or may not get corrected in the near future. But the best way to verify, other than what bit you're using and the maximum pass depth, is to go to your carving information and look at it right up here. The depth is a 0.250, and the inset on this is a minus 0.063 for that line. I go to another line. I see that this particular area is a depth of 0.250, and it is a positive 0.63 on the inset. Go to this one. Again, it's a depth of 0.250, and it is a positive 0.63. Come down here, and this line is set at 250, and that inset is a positive 0.63. And I can actually change it. Let's go to this one. I can actually change it here. Set right in front of this thing and put a plus sign or a minus sign, let's say, and click out of it, and now, which one was it? Yeah, you can see it's on the inside of the line. Okay, and this one you can see is on the outside. So let me highlight both of those. That's line 26, and the arc is line is the one on the left. And you can see, if we bring this in a little bit, you can see where this is on the inside because it's a negative. This one I did not change. It's on the outside because it's a positive. And that is the reason that the settings change when you verify the bit selection. You checked OK versus canceling. If everything's OK the way it is, do not say OK, just cancel. I hope that helps.